This is a lens mount adapter to convert a Canon EF or EFS lens to my Sony E-mount camera. Since I have a couple lenses left over from my Canon days, I figured I'd just get a cheap adapter. I picked up this $30 generic autofocus adapter. Now, adapting EF lenses isn't as simple as some other lenses because the aperture control is completely electronic. So even if you were to physically convert the mount, you can't control the aperture and it's always wide open. So the idea is that you use a fancy electronic one and it can actually control it, and this one happens to do autofocus, which is nice. I mean, it's crappy autofocus, but it's better than nothing. It works well in the daylight. Now, the first thing I noticed with this thing is when I put it on, this side simply does not connect to the camera. The E-mount milling is completely wrong. It will not physically connect. You can put it in, but it will not turn, making it completely useless. So I took this ring off, this mount, and I replaced it with the exact same mount that just happened to have the 4 screw holes from a lens extender, an extension tube. Extension tubes are simply hollow extenders that go between the lens and the camera, and it moves the lens physically away from the sensor, increasing the magnification. So I just took the mounting plate off it and just reattached it since it happened to be the same size. Still doesn't work. This thing is complete garbage. I ended up buying the brand new ComLite HS adapter. This thing was, I think, $100 and something, and it works quite well. And it does have upgradable firmware. Oh no, wait, it's on the inside. I was looking for the USB port. It does have upgradable firmware, which is pretty cool. This is what I'm actually going to use. So I've already had all this stuff off before. That's why a lot of the screws are missing in my attempts to get this thing working. This is just a basic Canon EF mount ring. There's a couple little metal straps to put on pressure in the right spots for the mount. And there's also a little spring release over here, which isn't that interesting. Now there's a spring that holds the button back up, and on this side, I don't think this is going to come off. When I first got it, this intersection with the electronics would rotate freely relative to the outside, which is just insane. So you put it on, and as the pressure pushes along here, it just moves this, rotates this whole thing, so you never make contact with the electronics. So another way, it was completely useless. So I ended up just gluing this in, but as you can see, I just put a thin layer of super glue to try and keep it all together. This should actually be a little bit more attached on the inside, because I did put a fair amount of glue on that. So this brass ring is what you're screwing into, and it just wedges between some plastic on the outside case, and the outside case is just smooth plastic. So when you tighten the screws on this, basically no matter how tight you get it, this ring still rotates, taking the electronics with it in most cases. So it's completely just garbage design, but it seems to be pretty stable now with the glue. But this is the actual component with the electronics. So they've put a little bit of tape in here, which is good. You need some flocking on the inside to keep reflections down, or else it can really screw with the optics. And as for the construction of this, there are some screws. I don't know if I have a small enough... Yeah, okay, good. I wasn't sure if the screwdriver was small enough. These are quite tiny. They actually look like they're already rusted. Probably the cheapest screws possible. I did go out of my way to find the cheapest, crappiest adapter I could find. Partially because I couldn't find any information on it. So I thought it would be pretty funny to take a look at. And what do you know? It's garbage. Okay, so it looks like just the tape and these pins were holding it together. So this side, these are just the contacts for the E-mount, which are just plain metal contacts, and they're quite rigid. This side has the little pogo pins for the Canon EF mount. Now, no, there's a couple screw holes, but I don't see any screws to take out. So it's possible this just pops off. I think the only thing holding it in are the pogo pins. Really isn't too much on this board. I'm not really that surprised. I mean, you gotta keep the costs down, and it's not really doing that much. It's simply translating commands from one serial stream to another. I was wondering why there was a 5-volt regulator when I just imagined it outputted 5 volts, but apparently the Sony E-mount can either output 5 volts or an unregulated direct supply from the battery, which would be around 7.5 volt. It's probably just accepting whatever it gets and just running it through the regulator regardless. And there's a couple other passives and a little crystal. There's also 2 of these, which are dual supply octal translating transceivers, LVX4245s, which are converting a 3 volt to a 5 volt signal and vice versa. So there's obviously some level translation. And this other chip appears to be labeled CGW6516, and I cannot find any information on it. It's got to be a microcontroller of some type, just taking the serial data and converting it. It's actually the name of the product. Well, there you go. And again, I still can't find any information on it, so it's not like that helps us, but I guess that's the OEM product name. In summary, this adapter does not work. It is complete garbage. It has a few design flaws, most notably the design of this where this can just rotate freely. I would give this 0 out of 1,000 stars. Never buy this thing. If you're going to buy an adapter to convert CF lenses and you want to go cheap, I suggest just saving up for a while and getting the Calm Light. You could even get the older non-HS version, although this is the one I would recommend if you want cheap. If you want a good one, obviously you have to pay, and you're going to have to go for the Metabones, which is pretty much the gold standard. I think I'm going to have to replace this at some point. I've got some lovely burns, and it's all discoloring into this lovely bluish yellow, horrid, ugh.